Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and on today's video I do have a good one for you, because on today's video I'm going to be talking about this. This is a red light therapy module from PRUNGO. Now the device itself is called FluxGo, and basically this is a potential answer to the discomfort that you feel after those runs, after those athletic endeavors. But not just that, this has the potential to help with a lot of other kinds of pain, and it does it with red light. Now we're going to get into the different types of red light that the PRUNGO FluxGo uses, because you may be surprised to hear that you can't just shine any kind of red light on your body and expect your pain to go away. It's not that easy. So yeah, I've had fun with this one, and that is what we're talking about today. Let's get into it. Guys, thanks for sitting through that intro. Now, I have to tell you that PRUNGO was good enough to send me the FluxGo for the purpose of review, and this is a sponsored review. But I have been using the PRUNGO FluxGo for several weeks before I made this video, and I will tell you right off the bat that I have noticed a decrease in pain. Now, for those of you that watch a lot of my videos, it's probably not going to be the pain that you're expecting, but needless to say, I had an area of my body that was hurting, and after about a week of using this every day, that pain went away. But we'll get more into that in just a second. And of course, during the time that I have been using the PRUNGO red light therapy module, I have found myself looking at a lot of studies. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't just take PRUNGO's word for it that whatever this thing is supposed to be doing is actually doing it. Like, how do I know that red light works? And I'll tell you that I found a lot of studies that show support for the effects of red light therapy, or photobiomodulation, which if you didn't know, photobiomodulation is like the fancy term for red light therapy. And of course, after reading those studies and of course my own experience using the PRUNGO FluxGo, I am extremely happy to have this on hand. Because, you know, as an athlete, as a runner, these little aches and pains, they pop up a lot more often than we would ideally like. So it's important to me to have a product that works and is portable, so I can just get on with my life and get back to being active again. Now look, here's the thing. I am generally a pretty skeptical person, and I'll be totally upfront with you that the full effectiveness of red light therapy for all these health maladies has yet to be fully determined. I mean, people are making a lot of claims of what red light therapy can actually do. The results of a lot of studies have shown promise, and that is enough for me to try and keep using the PRUNGO red light therapy module. Okay, so let's look at the product itself, then I'm going to get into some of the ways that red light therapy can actually benefit you. Okay, but first of all, I want to draw your attention to this, because if you are thinking of picking up the PRUNGO red light therapy module, it's likely that you're going to be looking at some other red light devices. I mean, we all like to shop around, right? But I want you to keep an eye on this. This is FDA cleared. Now, for all red light therapy devices, FDA cleared is the only option. You're not looking for FDA approved, you're not looking for FDA certified. FDA cleared is the only applicable FDA designation for red light therapy devices. And just so you know, the FDA only evaluates safety. They are not evaluating the effectiveness of products. So keep in mind that the PRUNGO red light therapy module has been determined to be safe. And if you do your own research on any kind of pain reducers, you know that safety is something that we really have to keep in mind. Like, I can't take too many pills because it's going to damage my liver. Obviously, I can't have surgery for every thing that I hurt myself for. So it's important that when we are thinking about a product that we have at home that is going to help us eliminate some pain, yeah, it's got to be safe. Okay, so before we talk about what red light therapy can actually do, I do just want to show you this. I already have it out, obviously, and now I can push this box aside, because I did actually have to dig that box out of storage just for this video. But look at this. This is a little carry case. We have a handle right on the top. I'd say this whole thing weighs a couple of pounds, but it's very portable. And this is the charging case. So when we open it up, look at that. We have 3 red light therapy modules on the top. We have some charging cords in this little stretchy bit, and we have several different bands. Now, the bands are all wrapped up. They're Velcro, so they all stick together when you put them back in. But basically, these bands just allow you to put the red light therapy modules on different parts of your body, and you can join several together. But again, you're going to see me doing that throughout this video. Now, there are several pieces here, and I suppose when I first opened it up, I thought it was just a little confusing. That's only because new things are often confusing. And let me just show you. If you have ever used an Apple Watch, or I suppose maybe some other kind of watch, these straps, this is just a little one right here, they just slide in super easy, just the way an Apple Watch does. And that's it. It's locked in there. And you can attach the other one here, or you can attach another belt to make it just a little longer. It's all very easy and very well thought out. So remember, we've got these charging cords in here, and we have 2 charging cord options. We have the USB-A to USB-C. That actually plugs right here into the charging case. And that is how I have been using it 100% of the time. But you also get this charging cord, and basically this second cord, this is if you want to charge 1 unit at a time. Basically, it's got a USB-A on one end, it's got that little proprietary bit on the bottom, and that just kind of magnets right on there. And then if you wanted to take one of these units with you, you could just charge it on the fly, you know, if you didn't have the whole box with you. They make it pretty easy. And ease and portability are really what the PRUNGO FluxGo is all about. But before we talk about how easy it is to bring everywhere with you and to use on different parts of your body, I just want to talk a bit about what red red light therapy devices can actually do and what they are claimed to do. Okay, so in my line of work, and by saying work, I use that term very lightly, I should say in my hobby. In my hobby, which is running, I often am really beating myself up by just running a lot. My legs get tired, my body gets tired, my back gets tired, sometimes my neck and my shoulders from how I carry my arms get tired. So the main thing that red light therapy devices or photobiomodulation, I should probably use that word more, but the main thing that I am interested in with this red light therapy device is pain management, right? This little thing here alleviates pain by promoting circulation and reducing inflammation in certain areas. Okay, I'm also interested in joint and inflammation treatment. The PRUNGO red light therapy module can actually reduce joint pain by enhancing cellular repair and reducing swelling. I'm also interested in improved muscle recovery because I use my muscles a lot, and when I use them a lot, they get sore, and I want them to recover quicker than than they would on their own. I've decided to just turn on one of these so you can see them right there. I probably shouldn't just shine it right in your eyes. By the way, just as you shouldn't look at the sun directly, you shouldn't be looking at this too much. So now that I have just shined it at all of you, I'm going to turn it around. In fact, I'm going to turn it off so I'm not tempted to look at it myself. So the PRUNGO red light therapy module can actually speed up muscle repair, and it does this by increasing the production of ATP. And in doing that, it reduces muscle soreness. Okay, now some of the other things that red light therapy devices can do, have been touted to do, I should say, is that it promotes faster wound healing, which makes sense. I suppose if it is going to heal us from the inside, it could also heal us on the outside. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to test that, nor would I actually know how to test it. But that's not something that I'm going to be using this for, so we're going to brush on over that. Some have said that red light therapy devices can actually improve your mood and reduce stress, and it does this by regulating your stress hormones. Oh, and it can also boost your immune system by stimulating the production of white blood cells, and it can help with beauty and skincare. It does that by promoting the production of collagen. I'm told it can reduce wrinkles, but again, that isn't why I have it. I am using this as a pain reduction tool, and that is where I have found success with it, and I am probably not going to be putting this thing on my face to just eliminate some smile lines. So okay, let's go back to the PRUNGO red light therapy module. And as I already said, PRUNGO has done a lot of research with this device. You can't just shine a red light on you. Every red light is not created equal. Researchers found that for red light to be effective, it has to be in a particular spectrum. And you guessed it, the PRUNGO red light therapy module actually sends out this light in the exact correct spectrum. Now, this is important because PRUNGO is actually the only brand that combine high safety 3R grade lasers with polarized filters and highly concentrated LEDs. There's not just red light coming out of this. It's a lot more than meets the eye. And if you were able to pick up on that pun, well done. Some of the light that is emitted by the PRUNGO red light therapy module is outside the visible light spectrum. So with red light, and when I say red light, I am talking about in the spectrum that we can actually see. We know that a range of 630 to 680 nanometers is ideal. The PRUNGO red light therapy module emits red light at 650 nanometers. Now here's where the PRUNGO red light therapy module is different from other red light therapy modules on the market. This one actually puts out near infrared polarized light. And I know this is getting a little nerdy, but just stay with me. Now, near infrared polarized light is most effective between 810 and 850 nanometers. And of course, that's exactly where PRUNGO is. Now, here's the reason that these two different types of light, these two different wavelengths are important for battling your pain. Now, the lower nanometer wavelengths, so the regular red light therapy, that is actually absorbed by the cytochrome C oxidase in your dermis and your epidermis. Okay, so that is just a very thin layer of skin. And that cytochrome C oxidase is responsible for the production of ATP. We're onto something good. But if all that light is getting absorbed in just that top layer of skin, how are you going to fix the pain? How are you going to alleviate the pain that is a little deeper? So muscular pain, joint pain, that's where the near infrared light comes in. Because the near infrared light that is being emitted at 850 nanometers penetrates deep into your body. In fact, it can go down as far as bone. Now, it's also absorbed by the cytochrome C oxidase, but because it penetrates deeper, it is going to effectively alleviate pain that starts deeper, which is ideal for us that deal with musculoskeletal injuries. Now, the effects of red light therapy is cumulative. You can't just do it one time and expect all your pain to go away. Although I was surprised to see that there are some results of some studies where this actually happened, but most of the time, being consistent is key. But being an athlete, you already know this, right? You can't just go to the gym once a week and expect to be the best athlete that you can be. Just like working out, just like running, just like any activity that you do, consistency is better for the long run. And it's the same with red light therapy. PRUNGO actually recommends running this through one of the cycles, 1 to 2 2 times a day and keep that going for the best results. So on the device, there are 3 modes. And very basically, these modes are just for the different types of intensity that the red light is going to put out. And I don't mean the strength of the red light, I mean the time of the treatment. So we have mild, which is only 8 minutes, and that's going to be for daily maintenance or just pre-activity warm-ups. Before you go out for a run, you could put this on your leg just to assist with your regular pre-run warm-up activities. Then we've got mild. Mild lasts for 15 minutes. And this is great for post-workout recovery and just general soreness. Then we've got strong. And I will tell you right off the bat that strong is how I have been using it every time. The strong session lasts for 20 minutes, and that is good for those stubborn aches and pains or dense muscle groups. So effectiveness aside, my favorite thing about the PRUNGO red light therapy module is its portability, because these little things can just be put on my arm, on my leg, on my thigh. I can wrap them around my waist if I want to get some treatment on my lower back. I can put them on my shoulder with some shoulder pain. And the best thing is, unlike something like a massage gun, I can get on with the rest of my life while I am taking a treatment of photobiomodulation. I told you I was going to use that word more. PRUNGO makes it very easy to use, and something that is easy to use is something that you'll use. Now, I did mention at the beginning of this video some specific pain that I have been having, and yes, you will be surprised to hear that it isn't a running related pain, it's actually gym related pain. I've been experiencing tendonitis in my elbow, and that is from lifting weights, doing push-ups, pull downs. It was really only in my left elbow. And after a week of using the strong setting and using only 2 of these red light therapy modules, one on my elbow and one on the other side, the pain had actually reduced enough where I wasn't noticing it when I was actually in the gym. Oh, and here's the thing, I didn't actually stop working out during that time. And if you're anything like me, that's a big deal. Like, I don't want to stop working out. I don't want to stop doing stuff that I love just because a part of me is hurting. So guys, now I want to hear from you. Look, I totally understand that some of you are going to be skeptical about this. Go ahead and write your comments, your questions in the comments, and I will try and answer them as best I can. At the making of this video, there is a Black Friday sale on this PRUNGO red light therapy module. So now is the time to buy. After the Black Friday sale is over, I will have a code in the comments so you can get 10% off. But obviously the Black Friday sale is the cheapest it's ever going to be, so you can't use my code on top of that. It makes sense, right? Oh, and if you are already a fan of red light therapy or photobiomodulation, definitely drop a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But for now, it's Matt B. This has been my review of the PRUNGO FluxGo, the red light therapy module. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.